Hi everyone, welcome back to me and my beef with K-pop. Today we are back to discuss all the things that, in my and my audience's opinion, need to change in 2024. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, enjoy the video. First thing that needs to change according to this follower of mine is, companies giving idols the freedom to do and say what they want. And I'm gonna stop you right there and say, this in theory is no doubt a wonderful thought and I'd love nothing more than this to be our current reality. However, I don't believe companies are to blame here. If anything, they would probably prefer defending everything their idols do and not having to babysit and, quite literally, teach them how to act in their trainee days. We all know that everything goes back to Korea's rather strict societal pressures. It's about conforming and reaping the benefits of concealing your political opinions, having a natural stance on almost everything, and overall being a highly agreeable public figure. Any mishap is punished, whether your stance is morally right or not. Korean society do not want to hear an idol's opinion about anything. Their job is to entertain on stage and be pleasant to look at. That sounds fucked up and unfair to us. I understand the sentiment of wanting to hear your faves unfiltered, and genuine thoughts on interesting topics, because, that's how I used to think as well. But over time I realized that, it would actually be in their best interest to keep their mouths shut. A long career will be granted to you, if you stay right in the middle of all controversy, only chiming in if necessary, and when public opinion is unified. Let's not push anybody to speak up and potentially risk their careers in a country that is already so highly competitive. Especially on things like feminism. While most of us over in the West understand what it means to women all over the world, the way general Korean society understand the concept of feminism, starts and ends with a radical feminist movement, that don't necessarily make themselves look good to the public. Not to start this very nuanced discussion in a video about K-pop, but, I think we need to remind ourselves over and over again, that South Korea only recently in the late 90s reached the status of a developed country, and just because their economy has seen a massive rise in recent years, doesn't mean society had the time to move forward along with it. Not that this person thinks this way, but, I always think it's very condescending, the way K-pop fans talk down on Korean society by calling them backwards. We are outsiders looking in. Let's give these people the time to come to those conclusions themselves. My point is, we K-pop stans need to stay in our lanes. Something nobody really cared to mention on my Instagram, which I am kinda appalled by, is the return of live vocals. And not just once, not just for a special thing, not just for Lollapalooza, or any festival appearances overseas, and not just limited to concerts. No girl, I demand live vocals in almost all performances. That includes music and end-of-the-year award shows. The K-pop fandom has to make this a normal thing again. I used to be a part of those people, who didn't care about live vocals at fucking all, and even liked that their voices sounded perfectly smoothed out so we could pay attention to the choreography. Big news, changed my opinion entirely. Fuck the choreo. Every member, excluding the dance line, moving forward needs a handheld mic, and we need those jaws to open wide for those notes to come out. I am tired of cranking up the volume just to hear their drowned out voices over the loud as backup track, and now allow me to call out some groups specifically. And yes, none of my faves are safe from me this time. Number 1 offender, Red Velvet. I am over it entirely. The music show performances have become, and excuse my language, fucking boring and uninteresting. And that is coming from me, a huge Red Velvet stan. I love them so much, and because I love them so much, I have to say that their music show stages have honestly become unwatchable. How many times am I supposed to watch them dance the same exact way over the same exact recording? Genuine question. Reveloves, be for real. I need you to look at me and tell me, you don't yearn for those beautiful live vocals from Wendy and Solgi on the daily. We have been robbed. Next group, aespa. You know how much I adore drama. But again, their music show performances are very boring to watch. I need somebody to explain to me, what exactly I'm supposed to enjoy from their live stages on Inkageo, Music Bank and all the other. The way their hair is laid oh so perfectly. The way all their facial expressions remains completely unmoved throughout the entire song. The song is called Drama. Explain to me where and how you are bringing the drama to us, the audience. The only two people giving me a little something are Ning Ning and Karina. Giselle, I love her, I really do, but the girl needs to watch someone like Doja Cat and Beyoncé perform live on stage. The little TikTok moves she does, I cannot keep defending, and frankly, I refuse to do so. I think it's fair to demand those things from an idol whose job it is to, well, perform on fucking stage for a living. Another group that only recently started pulling out those handheld mics more frequently again are, NCT 127. The dark ages are over ? I don't want to jump the gun here, but those recent Gyeodaejeon stages at MBC and SBS had me jumping on my bed, jaw wide open. I couldn't believe this day would come again.
가요대제전, are you ready?
Happy New Year!
깎아내리부터
Go!
싹 다 부른 듯이 go! 괴파도를 빛나는 잼 깎아내려 더 정겨워질 동안 한 따위 없어 난 끝없이 새겨 새롭게 피워내 Something different 모든 틀을 깨져 얼음이 덮어둔 take it slow Come and take it time Let's go! Check that, let's go! Go West the world and check that! Woo! Scream!
I see everything, I see everything. Don't tell me what I don't.
희덕지게 뺀 너의 향기에 발이 묶인 난 네 꿈엔 너의 같아.
I think it's safe to say, we all want bridges back. 3 minutes and 30 seconds at the very least, 4 minutes if you're EXO or NCT and have the vocal range to deliver a musical experience from start to finish. No more stupid little 2-minute songs, that 100% were made with TikTok virality in mind. Unless your name starts with a P and ends with Ink Pantherus, stay away from short songs, and get in the damn studio, practice those vocal cords, and let's get to singing again. A couple groups that still have bridges that go crazy are of course NCT Dream, NCT 127, Shiny and Red Velvet, so, basically all SM groups, and as much as I want to curse SM out, all of their in-house producers and songwriters are unmatched. Anyways, here are some of my favorite bridges in K-pop history. They may or may not be all EXO songs, I don't want to hear any complaints in the comments. But feel free to suggest your own favorite bridges of course, would love to hear some more.
Gravity.
내 눈을 바라보고 말해 나에게 그만 닿게 나만 사랑한단 말해 나밖에 없다고 말해 더 이상은 들리지 않게 절대 널 뺏기지 않게 누구도 건들 수 없게 내 곁에 너를 지킬게 내 마음이 느껴지니 나를 감싸는 유일한 나만의 savior 모두 그런 널 바라보게 돼 I can't believe 기다렸던 이런 느낌 날만 듣고 싶은 그녀는 나의 멜로디 하루 종일 꺼내 너는 떠나지 않게 그냥 내 곁에 Don't mess up my tempo 따라와 이건 충분히 Don't mess up my tempo 완전히 다른 세계 billboard 어디에도 없을 이런 완벽한 1, 2, 3 까마득한 밤 위태로운 이 순간 희미하게 스쳐간 달빛에 그리운 그림자 어긋난 기억 조각을 찾아 헤매여 이 밤 이제 너를 벗어나 Break out 내 속에 아무처럼 꿈틀 때 거친 나의 지겹도록 말했어 죽고 쫓는 항목 이젠 끝낼게 불이 꺼진 exit light 이제 그만 꺼져줄래 내게서 나의 어둠 속에 보인 건 나를 쫓던 기묘했던 그림자 불이 켜진 exit light 거울 속에 나를 하고 위로 팔을 뻗어봐 푸른 새벽 무한적인 목소리만 울려 퍼져
Once upon a time, K-pop was diverse. Groups were much bolder with their music choices, much bolder aesthetically, the makeup, the hair, the clothing. You had your mature groups for older K-pop fans, your cute groups singing about copycats and ice cream and bingsu. Your infinites and TVXQs. Your EXOs, VIXes and sisters. Your G-friends and girls' days. And I already know what some of you will say, if we actually paid more attention to smaller groups, we would see that exact diversity in the current K-pop industry. And I don't want to dismiss that thought, but it's about the popular music almost blending into each other these days, that make a lot of us feel like mainstream K-pop is lacking diversity. It's all about trend chasing at the moment, and going viral on TikTok. Whatever new jeans are doing, whatever aesthetic is trending on TikTok. Y2K, MC Bling, hyperpop, pop punk, rock, entirely lost all meaning because these companies take only the parts that are shiny and most marketable from those trends, and water it down like crazy. I can't stand another company selling us this supposed Y2K fantasy, but don't even try to emulate that sound or feeling in the slightest. Punk rock, but only the ripped jeans and leather, and maybe we put in some angsty lyrics over a shitty guitar sample. TXT is safe though, just so we're clear, there are actually many groups that come to my mind that have successfully implemented various sounds into their discography, adopted certain trendy aesthetics from the 90s and 2000s, and made it really fucking good. I just wish all groups would first establish their own, unique identity, their own signature sound, and then take from trends in a way that makes sense for them as a group. I think a group like ITZY is the prime example of a hugely popular group, low-key losing themselves in trends. This goes for TWICE as well. The girl boss cosplay has been, and continues to feel so foreign and out of place in TWICE's sparkly discography. What made K-pop good, and in turn, different from Western pop music, was the level of commitment they put forward with each song and album. Whether it's cutesy, dark emo, sexy scandalous, overdramatic, bold and boisterous, everything is executed to completion, nothing half-hearted. What we see now is simply not up to par in quality. Most music is forgettable, too short, and thus has almost nothing outside of a fun little chorus to really grab onto. Again, not all groups, but enough to make K-pop as a whole feel bland and uninteresting. Let me spin this negativity around for a moment and shout out some groups that are currently doing a great job at pushing K-pop forward in terms of sound, and making good and memorable music, that we can all enjoy for years to come.
나를 부르는 것 같아 나를 바라봐 근데 뭐 It's so cute doesn't matter babe 꿀꺽 삼켜박힌 기범 꿀꺽 삼켜박힌 기범 Yeah 똑같은 것들 replay What you know about it What you know about Face 보여줘 가면서 소리 어디서 빠져들어 Lip it up Lip it up Lip it up happening? It's the perfect ocean view.
하루 끝에 쌓인 맘 너와 함께 날렸다 시계가 없는 밤 여유로운 채로
이해할 공간도 all up into my love. All up, another new zone. 내가 만들게 해줘 이 자리.
Hey, another world away 해버린
어려도 baby you know what to do.
Let's shut it, let's shut it, babe. Let's get it started.
오랜만에
꿈속도 달리고 싶어 그럴 수만 있다면 날 안아 let me in. 없어 침묵 속에 나를 가둬 내 안에 숨겨진 또 다른 내 모습 수면 위로 치신 숨을 줘
돼야 하는 건가 여전히 들리는 기묘한
숨이 차 여긴 everyday 살아있다는 게 뭔지 느낄 수 없어 난 이 순간에도
한없이 차가운 이 세상을
I wanna be alive Don't wanna stay in the dark 환상 속 below the moon 꿈일 수도 없는 alright alright Fantastic fairy tale for you You wish 멋진 bad luck 휘몰아치는 태풍 아이 상처를 파고들어 오는 비서 짙어진 결말들은 내